Hello, good afternoon, everyone. This is Nancy. First of all, I want to say congratulations for getting towards the end of a new trimester. I've been seeing really great things happening in the classroom. I've been visiting them a lot and I've been trying to help out however I can. And I'm really excited to see all these students promoting, moving on to the next level, and really enjoying our school. This is going to be a quick overview of our student score sheets and our promo retention forms with any note to any changes or updates that have happened. Okay, first we're going to go on and talk about our student score sheet. So all students will receive their student score sheet. You will receive a copy of this in your promotional box. So it is up to you to fill out the student score sheet when you're conferencing with a student right after a promotional test or when a student has exhibited any of these measures of student performance, right? So the most common one is obviously the promotional test, but you can, use any standard that you would like. So this is going to be a quote from Dave Coleman, right? He's the director of our ESL program. And he says, "What I very much support is the use of the paper student score sheet in teacher-student conferences, as this promotes feedback for mastery learning, self-efficacy for persistence, and targeted learning and teaching for achievement." Whew, that was a lot. This is especially true if teachers use this at least 2 times with students prior to the promotional exam. Some students may show competency and skills and may not need to take a promotional test. Although for classroom management purposes, most teachers include all students in a promotional testing battery. When you finish your promotional test or when they have done their, shown their mastery, you are going to go ahead and fill this out. You can either fill out the paper version or you can fill out this digital PDF. It's up to you. And then you're going to send a copy to the student and to the teacher. Okay, so you already know EL Civics task. Here you input the score, so let's just say 223, pass to 230 or something, and then pass, okay? So, and then you put the information here, and you give it to the student, okay? So a lot of you are familiar with this. The only difference now is that we are using the CASA steps, right? So all students must have a pre-test and a post-test with this test, the CASA steps. Okay? So besides student score sheet, what you should do is fill out your promo retention form. I want to highlight some changes or some updates that we've made to it. So for example, I'm going to give you an example right here. So your promo retention form is already filled out here. You will see the student IDs and the student's name. These are blackened out for student privacy, but you will have the list right here. If you want a student to receive a certificate, you will request a yes. Now this will be done before you start promotional testing, so go ahead and check the boxes of any student you think might promote, even if they don't at the end. If they don't promote at the end, you can simply discard any certificates. Okay, so for example here, based on your student score sheet, you will mark whether a student has passed the speaking part. For example, this student has said 6, 7, 8. So actually this student has not passed. Actually, let's make the student pass. Let's be a little generous. Let's do 4, 4, 3. Okay, so let's say the student has passed the speaking part. Okay, now the writing, and then for writing part, now my writing does include EL Civics. And then pass or no pass, I'm just going to say 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I actually did not pass writing. Listening, and then so for listening, this person got 230. And then for reading, this person got 223. Okay, so based off of these, actually 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, actually no pass this one, right? Because we got a 7. Okay, so in this case, a student, here are all these scores. The student does not actually pass. However, it could be you have teacher discretion for 1. So for example, you think maybe the student has really high listening and really high reading scores, so you still want the student to pass. If so, you're going to check yes for teacher discretion. The teacher discretion box automatically marks your student as completer. Okay, even if it's not checked, let's do another example. So say I have another student here. I'm going to request a certificate. I'm not going to use teacher discretion. If a student passes everything, 220, 250, then automatically the score sheet will reflect the completer. Okay? If the student has indicated that they want to complete the class, you're going to check the box and for register for second trimester. I will go in and I will look at all of these promo retention forms and I will register anyone with the box checked. If the box is not checked, I am not going to register the person automatically for the second trimester. Now, if you have some special notes, please write them here. So for example, this student it's a PM class, but this student says, oh, my schedule is going to change and now I'm only going to be able to take AM. So you can put here, for example, switch to AM. And then I will register the student for the AM 1B course. Okay, so let's do one final example, this time with a person that does not pass the class. So let's just say my speaking does not pass. Writing does pass. The listening score is only 180. And the reading score is only, let's just say my reading score is 190. Okay, because this person has a really low listening score, and then this person does not pass the class and is marked as an IP. If a person has everything completely blank, then we will get the memo and just mark this and notice that this student is going to be marked in DASES as NC. If a student has marked any boxes, then that student is going to be either an IP, which means a student that is retained, or CR, which is a student that has completed. Once you finish both the promo retention form certificate with the certificate requests and the registration, and submitted the student score sheets for all the students, then you are complete. Then you are done with everything. Okay? If you are teaching literacy or you have citizenship class, then you can keep listening. Otherwise, go ahead. Otherwise, have fun and you can exit out now. Okay, so for literacy, I have, since there aren't any specific listening scores that I know, I have left them blank. And for literacy, if you have a completer in literacy, it's going to be a manual check. Okay? And then same thing here. And for citizenship, you have a simplified version. All you have to do is request a certificate if the person did get a citizenship class, did become a citizen, or is a completer. Okay? And then if you want the student to just keep going instead, and keep in the class, then you can just check the box and I will re-register the student for citizenship. Okay, so that is it. If you have any more questions, please feel free to let me know. I am here to help you. I am here to support you in any way. If anything seems confusing, I'm here. Okay, have fun and bye, and hope you have a great rest of the day.